Good afternoon, students. It's Dr. Stovall, and I wanted to go over week 10. Boy, we are getting a lot done. So, our week 10 due dates and objectives. So, for this week, we have quite a bit going on. We actually have a reading response that is due on the 19th. We also have the prompt for essay number 4. And that essay is not going to be due until April 2nd. This week you have, if you have not completed the reading of the 4 articles for the research paper, you want to get started on that. You have a discussion on that this week. So there's a discussion on Tuesday about the 4 articles for the research paper. So be prepared to talk about that. And then also you have an identification of the main point that will be due on Wednesday of this week. And if you identify it correctly, you get 5 extra credit points. So make sure you go ahead and get that done so that you can take advantage of those extra credit points. I really want you to read the prompt for essay number 4. For this essay, you'll have 4 articles that you'll need to use. Now, some of the readings for this paper you have not read yet. So, looking at the ones that you've read, Pedagogy of the Oppressed and Preparing Minds for Markets, those are the only 2 that you've read. Now, for those of you who feel comfortable using those 2 articles to write your paper, go right ahead. Okay, so what is the prompt for this paper? The prompt is right here. What are the effects of race, gender, employment opportunities, and education in regard to white-collar and blue-collar jobs? Now, I'll be honest with you. I would wait until you've read Blue-Collar Brilliance before you start to write the paper so you'll have a definition of white-collar or blue-collar jobs. For those of you who want to get started immediately and you have an understanding of what a white-collar job is and what a blue-collar job is, if you feel that you can go ahead and start writing the paper, go right ahead. That's okay. If you have questions about it, you can come to office hours, and I'll be more than happy to talk to you about this particular paper. You probably can hear my puppies in the background. All right, so that's essay number 4, and like I said, come to office hours, and I can help you understand the prompt. The next thing we have for this week is a PowerPoint on thesis statement development. I strongly encourage you to go through this PowerPoint and look at the information I provide for you in this PowerPoint. And one of the things that you're going to notice is that I was a warehouse wage slave is one of the readings that you will have for this paper. So for those of you who wanted to get a little, extra help, this is it. This whole activity is designed to help you demystify what it takes to develop a prompt or to develop a thesis statement from a prompt. Okay. The next item for week 10 is the reading selections for this week. And so we have trigger myths or trigger warning myth. And we also have Welcome to the Real World. And the last one is Shut Up About Harvard. Okay. So there are 3 articles for you to read. I really encourage you to print them out if you can and annotate them. So the first class discussion, as I stated earlier, is about the articles for the research paper. And so it's asking you to write a short 3-sentence paragraph for each of the questions. Okay? So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, and I'm asking you to write 3 sentences for each one. Okay? All right. Also, it says step 2, format it in a Word doc, cut and paste it into the discussion. And as you can see, this is not one that you have to reply to other people. This is just merely asking you to answer each one of these 5 questions in 3 sentences. So I think that's kind of an easy way to earn 20 points. All right, the next thing for week 10 is your reading response. And the reading response will be on the 3 articles that I assigned for this week. Make sure that you are following the correct format, okay? If you have questions, please come and see me during office hours. I'll be happy to help you with that. And then we have the end of our week. Thank you so much for being a great student, and I look forward to seeing you succeed. Have a great week.